are brothers, blood brothers.
Yes.
And I know your oldest brother, he was just incarcerated.
Yes.
So let's talk about how long were you incarcerated for, and when you got out, let's talk about your vision to talk about more so what Richbound is and what you guys are trying to do with Richbound.
Well, as far as my incarceration, the last time, because I did a few different bids, but my last incarceration was 11 years straight. And the one before that was 18 months, and the one before that was 6.5 years. So that's like 19 years. Since 1999, I've been in prison.
19 years, not consecutively, but on and off 19 years. But like you said, the last bid was 11 years. So during that time when bro was gone, I've been had to, hit the ground running and build a foundation, for the team. Bro was sending all the plays for me. He was better than that. He taught me that it's a lot of stuff going on behind those walls. You would think everything shut down, ain't nothing going on. It's a lot of connects, a lot of opportunities. He was having people getting out, and they was ready to give me more than people that was home that I knew forever. Like, yeah, man, I messed with your brother. Like, I'm like, damn, you met him for 1 or 2 years in jail, and you want to, invest into what we got going on and stuff like that. So, bro was still doing his thing, even though he's locked up too, though.
Now let's talk about your journey when your brother was incarcerated for so long. What were you doing just to keep your mind right?
I mean, shit, like, the whole thing, like, when bro got locked up, I was kind of dibble and dabbling. I was a part of, the things that he had going on. So I had to kind of just change my whole mindset so I won't be locked up like that, I ain't want to be gone and put down like that. We come from Chicago, it's real easy to get into some trouble and want to turn up and be in these streets. So I really had to pace myself, basically. I had to pace myself. I had to start getting into, meditation. I had to go hard with the music. I had to, start reading. Me and bro started sharing books and stuff like that. Even though he was locked up, he was reading a lot. Where bro taught me, it was kind of like I told him, I feel like I did that time with him. My mother did that time with him. We all doing the time with him. You know what I mean? So we free, but we got real stuff on our mind and real things we got to handle on, and work on. So I just putting that work in,
Absolutely. And for you, what was that moment that you felt like, okay, this is like it for me. I don't want to go back. I want to come out. I want to, focus. Like, what was that moment for you?
Well, it was really like I got triplets. You know what I mean? I got 2 girls and a boy. I got 2 girls that's identical and the boy fraternal. So I actually got locked up 3 weeks before they was born. And I was gone 11 years. So when I came home, they was 10.5 years old, almost about to be 11. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of them things that when I was sitting there like, this can't happen no more. This can't be the move. You know what I'm saying? Like, my girls need me. My son need me. You know what I mean? I'm a God. I'm a king. So I got to groom him. I got to get him together. So that was my mind frame. That was my train of thought when I was sitting there on my way home. Like, Joe, this it. You know what I mean? No more of this.
Now, I love that you guys said you guys shared different books that you guys would read. What's some cool books that you guys shared?
Some cool books.
One of my favorite joints of all time, bro actually gave me. Like, he brought it to the prison and gave it to me on a visit. You know what I mean? It was called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's so deep and so good. You know what I mean? One of my favorite chapters in there is it tells you to begin with the end in mind. Whatever you do, begin with the end in mind. That way you can already know where you're going and just build up to that.
Yeah.
Like it just made things so simple for me. Like to be proactive was one of the chapters in there. So I like to be more proactive than reactive. Because I'm a bad reactor. I react to stuff badly. Right? I ain't good at reacting, so I try to put myself in a position to be proactive. So I don't got to react to things.
Now, let's talk about the name Richbound and more so of you guys' story. When your brother finally got out, you guys came together and created Richbound.
Yeah.
Let us know what is the main message that you guys are trying to put out with Richbound, with you guys being brother. I know in my opinion you guys are showing unity, but what do you guys want people to see?
Yeah, see with the Richbound imprint, we really started yelling that before I did this 11-year bid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I went to prison, I had people in the joint yelling it. I had people in the hole yelling it. I got people know the slogan. Hey man, you finna go home and do? I'm finna go home and do this, man. This is what we about to do. We about to be bound to be rich. We ain't just talking about money. Like, we sitting in prison. We got y'all working out over here. Y'all over here reading books. All y'all getting rich. Y'all getting physically rich. Y'all getting mentally rich. Y'all going to church every day. Y'all getting spiritually rich. You know what I mean? So that's what the Richbound imprint about. It ain't about no money. When people look at us or they hear us yelling it, they might think that initially. You know what I mean? But we really bound to be rich in all aspects, all areas of life.
Absolutely. So what's also the goal for Richbound Entertainment? Like, where do you guys see yourself in about 5 more years?
About 5 more years, we want to be the new No Limit, the new No Limit. Like, I always had that vision, like how Master P did it, like he just took over. You know what I'm saying? He came in the game and took over. Like, every time you bought a No Limit CD, they was advertising the next No Limit drop in the back. It's coming out in like 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that was a real takeover. That's what I envisioned for the Richbound imprint. Like a real Midwest takeover.
And like me personally, like I've been focused on like the media, like, you know, like podcasts and stuff like that. You know, I've been focused on doing a lot of business, and I want to be able to influence people. You know, I want to be able to, okay, I helped you, I taught you something. You're a forever fan, you're a forever supporter. Like, you will forever support what Richbound do. Like, that's the meaning of it. Like, everyone is bound to be rich. Like, basically it's about manifestation, you know. You rich bound, it's on the way. You rich now, you know. So with me personally, I feel like you gotta really be rich now. You gotta kind of feel it, you gotta believe it now. So I wanna put out different, you know, content and build like a conglomerate, like a, you know, complex, even bigger than that if we can, and just throw dope events. We already do that. You know, we had a lot of events going on last year. We probably did 2 events a month. And we're gonna just keep it going, you know. I'm trying to create different staples for the city, make something dope, keep Chicago popping, you know.
Come on, Chicago.
That's the vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I do a segment on the Juice called Juicy or Dry, where I name a person, place, a thing, and if you guys like it, it's juicy. If you don't, it's dry. So, snow.
Dry.
What you think?
Yeah, I guess it's dry. Yeah.
Driving.
Driving?
Yep.
It depends. If it ain't no traffic, you got some good weed, good music, you vibing with the people you want to be driving to, it could be juicy.
Yeah, it
you
could be
stuck in
juicy,
traffic, trying to
I'ma
pick
say
up your
dry
kids from
for now,
school,
though.
that shit dry.
Yeah, because I used to love driving. I used to be the one that whenever we finna go somewhere, let me drive. I don't even care about what nobody else want to do. Now I don't want to drive no cars, not even my own. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say drive. I want to sit in
And
the
they
back.
starting to make self-driving cars too, though.
Right,
So
Tesla,
driving
come
probably
on.
about to get dry though. I think, you know.
Weed. Well,
Weed,
I'm sure y'all.
Super
I know that's
juicy.
weed is a vibe. Weed is a vibe. You know.
Poly relationships.
That's juicy.
That's
a
juicy.
vibe.
That's juicy for sure.
Lori Lightfoot.
I don't really know. I ain't gonna get on the crazy. I ain't gonna call it dry.
I'm gonna say she dry.
I ain't gonna call it dry. I don't know.
I'm gonna say she dry.
I don't
man.
know if she
I need her
juicy
to,
either.
I need her to grow her hair out.
Oh.
She gotta grow her hair out.
Oh.
I'm gonna need her to get a pedicure.
Oh.
I like her pants though. She
Her
got
pants?
some nice, you know what I'm saying? She got some
Suits.
nice, yeah, nice little
Suited
suits.
and booted.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She got nice little.
I'm gonna say she dry though. She dry.
Yeah. She probably kind of dry though. I still rock with her.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I still rock with her.
Now, you guys said that you like to, you know, throw events and just basically trying to make Chicago back popping. So, why do you feel like that is important to do out here in the city? You know, have these type of events where people can come to and have fun, etc.
Well, I really feel like they necessary for one. Like, as far as the importance, like, I don't know how I want to say this. I'm gonna say it like this. I really don't like the way the music scene is right now in Chicago. Like, I actually hate it. You know what I'm saying? I hate how the artist is. I hate how the people is. Like, don't nobody show no real support. Like, everybody wanna hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it at all. But it's necessary though to have those type of things for the artists to come through, cause they practicing really in all aspects. They practicing for the big stage. You know what I'm saying? So it's necessary to be in them rooms and all that. But I really don't like how the scene is right now though.
Yeah.
No lie.
And like, I feel like bro missed it too when it was busting, like we were saying, like when Fake Shore Drive, and it was out here, they doing little shows and big ass concerts, and then, you know, I was seeing different come up things like True to Crusade money and stuff like that. Then you had, you know what I'm saying, Chief Keef and them busting and all these different things. So I was seeing when it was busting, I seen a lot of money pass through and stuff like that. Then I see it dry out with, you know, a lot of beef and violence and people just not owning their music and doing stuff the right way. A lot of artists not doing stuff. The artists not putting together their own festivals and shows and keeping the city busting. So I just feel like, you know, if we gonna become dope artists, we need to do that. You know,
I feel like there's so many artists in Chicago that if there was if everybody really came together and really supported everybody, like this would be the hut.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? This would be the hut. Like ain't nobody in the industry messing with the songs that's coming out of Chicago.
Yeah.
But it ain't no real, it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? No real support. Ain't nobody showing no real love.
Yeah.
That's why we're gonna introduce you guys to Gorilla Boy Nook, who was just here.
Yeah.
I think you guys would be great. He's basically trying to do the same thing, change the community, change the narrative of how we have so many young artists killing each other. So it's about changing that narrative.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let everybody know how they can keep up with you guys on all social media platforms.
Well, you know, I'm gonna let bro talk because I don't like people to follow me. So don't follow me. Let bro talk.
And follow our Instagram at Richbound, RICHBOUND_ENT. Follow my Instagram at Picasso Swag. That's 1 S in Picasso, 1 G in Swag. Follow our YouTube, Picasso Swag, spelled the same way. What's the Richbound YouTube?
Mr. Richbound.
You know what I'm saying? TikTok, Picasso Swag. All my shit Picasso Swag the same way. What's the Richbound?
TikTok.
Yeah.
Richbound forever.
Richbound Forever. That's FEVA. You know, follow everything that we got going on. You know, we posting dope content. Like I was saying, I'm doing the podcast daily. We doing events. You know, bro got the models. We got Richbound models. Instagram, right?
Yeah, Richbound models.
Got the vibes,
Richbound _ models.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
y'all
the
can
vibes
follow
for
that
y'all to
joint
look
though.
at. Yeah, follow that.
Yeah, y'all can follow that joint.
Follow that, because that's going to make us a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, come on, man.
Me and my boy, we got something we doing for Chicago called We On Go TV, where we gonna be taking artists and doing ciphers and doing rap battles and doing footwork battles and doing a little different shit like that. So follow that. We On Go TV, Instagram, YouTube.
What's your Instagram,
That's my
bro?
boy B Easy. Yeah. What's your
E-
shit again?
MT_Breezy.
Breezy.
Say less. Hey, we definitely gonna
We On
post
Go
all of
TV,
this.
MT Breezy. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Come on, we posting this after the show too. Sit with us, sit tight. We're going on a quick music break, y'all. We'll be right back.
Let's get it.